Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm That Fat Guy, and today is my Sunday night Ask Me Anything stream where anything goes. You can ask me anything under the sun, whether it is weight related, whether it is KFC related, whether it's football related. I don't care what it is. It could be absolutely anything, and I'll give you my absolute and honest opinion. The last Ask Anything live stream I did, I cried. So, yeah. Anyway, hope you are all doing well tonight. And if you are on this channel and you are watching this video, please hit that subscribe button. Show us a little bit of love there, because that would be super awesome. Hey, Mr. Ryan Betson. How you doing, my man? Good seeing you. I hope you are doing well tonight. Is the mic working okay? Because I've been playing around with a few of the settings, trying to get it to sound a little bit, a little bit crisper, a little bit sweeter, a little bit more bass, and I only had a little bit to play with it. It looks a little bit loud. I'm going to turn that down. There you go. Does that sound all right? Let me know. But tonight, guys, yeah, what a day Sunday has been for me. I am currently up to 10,318 steps for the day, and I'm pretty stoked with that result. I went for a walk around 10 o'clock today, and yeah, I had a really good time, just getting out there and getting some good steps in. But yeah, just not a lot is going on. Can you hear me at all? Like, is anyone there? Can you just confirm whether you can or can't hear me? Because it's I really need to know, because this live stream wouldn't be great if you couldn't. Hello, is anybody out there? Okay, fantastic. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you for checking. Thank you for letting me know. So, yeah, but other than the walk and, what I've been doing today, I've just kind of been grazing. Like, it hasn't been an awesome day in terms of eating. I've just been kind of grazing on little tiny things, and it just, has kind of been frustrating me, because it's like I haven't been able to quell my hunger. And it just has been frustrating. Hey, Andrew Morn in the house. How you doing, my man? Good seeing you. Dirty Bird, mate. Dirty Bird was good. Can't complain. I was walking off the Dirty Bird today. Sweating out some of the Colonel's finest. Andrew Morn, how are you doing tonight? How was everybody's weekend? Have you enjoyed yourself? Have you been staying on track? Have you been keeping healthy, or have you been grazing like I have? Yeah, but tomorrow night, big night, guys, big night. We got Man Talk with myself, Jared, Lloyd, and Tim, and that is going to be live on the Mancheck Facebook page. And yeah, I'll give you a little bit of a teaser, and I'm going to be doing this live. It's going to be live, but here's a little teaser. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here it is. We got a Zinger burger right here. Oh, look at that. It just looks so beautiful. We've got some gravy. So I decided gravy may be the best option for this, because I looked up what to eat when you have a broken jaw, and they said if you're going to do meat, add some sort of gravy or broth or something like that. So I figured gravy. I got some hot water, food processor, and a shaker. So it's happening. Tomorrow night, it is happening. It is happening, ladies and gentlemen. There is going to be a Zinger Shake done live. It's not going to be awesome. Yeah, not bad, man. Keeping on keeping. That looks awesome and gross at the same time. Mr. Ryan Betson, I would agree with you. Because I had to practice it to see whether it was actually possible. And yes, it is possible. Whether you should or shouldn't, I'm going to leave that for the live stream tomorrow night. So feel free to stop on by and check that out. But how is everything going down in Victoria for you, Ryan? Because yeah, things are getting crazy. Stage 4, level 4 lockdown you guys are on, and I don't know what that means. I haven't actually looked that up. Let's have a little bit of a Google search here. Melbourne, level 4 lockdown. Okay. So what does level 4 in terms of restrictions mean? Stage 4 will be at least for 6 weeks until the 13th of September. High levels of community transmission, yada, yada, yada. So that means that there's a curfew, so it seems. Up until I think it's like 8 p.m. Is it 8 p.m. that you can't go out by? Dale Smith, good seeing you. Simon's 2 cents, how you doing, mate? Good seeing you. Yeah, it's pretty nuts down there at the present moment, and I don't envy anyone that is living down in Victoria. Andrew Morn says, not loving the next phase of lockdown going down my way. I live in New South Wales, but right on the border with most of our lives in Vic, including school for one of our kids. It's going to be a challenge. Well, there you go. So does that mean that you, like, have you been, maybe, are you, if I could talk, if I could use my words, if I could express myself with a linguistical way of like expressing words, will your kids have to be homeschooled again if they were before? Because I can only imagine having to, like, the border would just be shut, wouldn't it? Like they wouldn't even let you go across for your daily stuff. Like I don't know. I've never lived really close to a border, and not that it's ever been a problem. Like yeah, like I remember just driving up to Queensland quite a few times in my younger years, and you drive past a sign. It's like, oh, we're in Queensland. I'm in America. I'm in Australia. I'm in America. Dale Smith says, how to eat with a broken jaw. Your browser history would be hilarious after that research. Hope you're well, champ. Dale, I'm doing well, mate. Thank you very much for stopping by the live stream. Love seeing you as always. Yeah, I actually ended up searching that. That is one of the ways I did it. It's like how to eat with a broken jaw, and then I kind of made a lot of guesses and estimations from the information I received there, and I think I got it to work. I got it to work well enough that it could be drunk, but you're going to see it live tomorrow night. Seeing a burger in front of you and thinking that looks awesome, then seeing it mulched up into a shake is certainly not as awesome. But the thing is that with these restrictions coming with Victoria, I'm in New South Wales. There has been a few more cases found in New South Wales. I think we're going to have to go back on another lockdown. And you may have seen it in yesterday's video, Saturday activities. I don't want to keep plugging all my videos here, but in yesterday's video, I went to Bunnings, and it seems to be like such a repeat thing. Like every weekend I'm going to Bunnings, but like really, like at the present moment, the family's all staying at home. We're not going out and going to shopping centres, going to cinemas, going to park. Like we'll go to the local park, but we won't go out to like big congregations of people. So it gives us a lot of opportunity to do stuff around the house, and that includes going to Bunnings. I make the trip and grab some stuff. But honestly, I was only one wearing a mask. Oh, correction. There was one lady wearing a mask. It was like the cloth, like, the fabric mask. Had a beautiful design of flowers and butterflies on it. But other than that, I was the odd one out. And people were looking at me weird. And, like, I know the week before, I didn't go to Bunnings with a mask. The last few weekends, I haven't been wearing a mask. But seeing the news that things are starting to ramp up, I can't be too careful. So I just mask back on. And there's a lot of people out there that think masks don't do anything. But I love the analogy, and if you haven't seen it, it's like an analogy of if some guy, if you're standing there completely naked and some guy ran up to you and starts pissing on you, you're going to get pee all over you. But if you put on some pants, you may get a little bit of pee on you, but for the most part you'll be dry. And then if they put on pants, they're just going to get all the wee on themselves, and they're not going to wee on you at all. So it's just basically saying, even though mine catch everything, put a mask on just in case. Curfew lockdown. I can only leave unless absolutely necessary. How are you doing, Ryan? Are you getting any better slowly? Let us know, because we're racing to 100. Ryan Betson, I have this week off, but it's likely I'll have to push it back to get everything ready to connect with our clients online again. Yeah, that's probably a good thing. like I don't know what it's like working in your field. I don't know what it's like working in Victoria at the moment, but yeah, I can only imagine it'll be getting pretty crazy. I saw that the shops are really starting to get that crazy vibe again, selling out of toilet paper and that kind of stuff. Who knows? Lloyd in the house. How you doing, mate? Good seeing you. Hey, Stephen Singh in the house. Hey, mate. Hope you're doing well. Got through my first week at work. Am knackered. Victoria's really got me down, but hope everyone there is well and safe. So yeah, look, if you are in Victoria, you know, do what they say. Just don't be a dick. Yeah, just do the greater good. Wear the mask, you know, take care of yourself. Stephen, I'm happy to hear that you had a great first week at work. Yeah, I feel like I haven't seen you in forever, Stephen, so thank you for stopping by this live stream. Andrew Bourne says, yes, one child is homeschooled, but the other two no. They have a border permit in the system, which is pretty much strict. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Injury has been present in sucking. Thankfully, walking somehow eases it. 2 hour race should still be strong. Yeah, look, I mean, it's not a race because I know I'm going to win. Too many Karens have put us in this now. Yeah, look, Simon, who knows where it's, you know, well, we all know where it came from originally, but it's just people not caring and people doing irresponsible things. And the whole, like, you know, all those, like, protests and rallies and people just, like, when New South Wales in height of lockdown, you couldn't have any more than, like, your direct friends or family in the house, right? Like, sorry, no, not direct friends, family. Sorry, your direct family, the people that lived with you, they couldn't be over at your house, right? I'm there walking along. I look over. There's a party of like 20 people. There's like cars littered all out front, and I'm just thinking, like, are you serious? Like, we're in the height of lockdown, and you've brought 20 people into your home. Like, I could see them all through the window. They just didn't care, and it's, you know, people just don't care. They don't care. They think, oh, it won't happen to me. And it's just like anything in life. You think that, you know, things like cancer, you know, or you know, divorce, all sorts of things won't happen to you. But life is that. It just, you never know what's around the corner, and it can change in a heartbeat. So, Ryan Betson asks, how's the return to DDP? I haven't done one session yet, to be honest. This last week has been crazy, like busy for me. I need to figure out a way to make editing my videos shorter, because it just seems to be getting longer and longer. And I just like running out of time. And to be honest, after the man challenge, I was enjoying having that little bit of extra time in the afternoon. So it would seem like, you know, I get out and go for a walk and it's still daytime. That was awesome. But in relation to DDP, I haven't started it yet. I need to. I've been saying to myself, I've got to get back into it. You know, really looking forward to getting back into it. So, yeah, we've got to do that. Missed one. I'm planning on eating a whole box of man bars and fart myself to another planet. Oh, Lloyd, that'll be good, man. I saw a post on the Man Shake Men page today saying it was something like, if we start farting, does that mean we're losing weight? And it made me laugh. Yeah, I was like, oh, good on you, bloke, you know, getting in it. And I'd say yes. Once you start farting, you know the Man Shake's working. Yeah, that could totally work, Lloyd. Exactly right. People are people, people are garbage, and things never change. Exactly right. So, yeah, like, so today it has been like that really kind of grazing kind of day. Like, you know, those days where you don't seem to get full, and you just keep like snacking on stuff. And I wasn't making really bad decisions. I just wasn't doing the best. So I feel like today is just kind of written off. Like, even though I am up to 10,300 odd steps, I feel like what I've eaten is just like completely wiped out all of that, which is, you know, should be all right, but it's going to hurt come way end, so I don't know what to expect this week. Probably not a huge one. Andrew Morn says, I guess people say that challenging times bring out the best and the worst in people. That's definitely happened in recent week down here in Mexico. Yeah, certainly has. Postiant. Postiant? Postiant. Postiant. Yes, I think I said that right. So 40K in 6 months. How regiment were you, i.e. alcohol and cheat meals? Well, thank you very much for bringing up cheat meals. I wanted to talk about that anyway, but also alcohol. Regiment, like, I've been on a lot of weight loss journeys. I've been on a lot. I have been on so many weight loss journeys, it's ridiculous because I've always been that fat guy. I've always been fat. Like ever since I was a kid, high school, young adult, dad, fat. And I've done all sorts of ways of losing weight. I haven't done keto or like, you know, the what is it, the Atkins diet or any of those stupid things. But I just, not that keto is stupid. Just in case anyone's out there watching and doing keto, that's fine. But the man shake has just been the absolute easiest weight loss journey I've been on. And in terms of like, you know, strictness, yeah, you got to be a little bit strict on yourself. But I find that because if you just do a little bit of exercise per day and you're having the man shakes and maybe a piece of fruit and that throughout the day, it gives you enough room to relax a little bit for dinner. And I feel for me, dinner is like my most preferred meal. Like some people prefer to have a big breakfast. Some people like to have big lunches. I like dinner. And I like to have a little bit of like, you know, instead of having just to eat chicken breast with, you know, a side of steamed broccoli, I did that. I did that for like mostly a year. And just saying it just makes me, you know, like just, yeah. And I have things like, spaghetti bolognese. I have, you know, chicken pizzas. I have KFC every week. I have, you know, all sorts of meals that just, you know, it's just easy food and good food and food that you can take with you after you lose that weight and then start your maintaining journey. In terms of alcohol, I never was really big on alcohol throughout the week. Like if I were to be catching up with the boys or, you know, going to a social outing, yeah, I go and I go hard. But I don't have alcohol at home, generally speaking. My vice was soft drink, Coca-Cola, all of that. I would drink the shit out of that. Like drink, like honestly, like probably about 2 liters or half a gallon. I don't know what that is American, if you are from the States, but lots of Coke. And yeah, I pretty much drank myself fat many times over. And it was giving up that. That was the hardest part for me. I did have a Pepsi Max last night with my cheat meal. I call them celebration meals because cheat meal, the word cheat meal infers guilt. So if you say, oh, I'm having a cheat meal tonight, generally you would associate everything with cheating to be negative. It's a negative word. Like you cheat on your wife, or you cheat at a game of Monopoly, you know, or you cheat in a running race. It's never really a good thing unless you're talking about cheat mode with GoldenEye with the big heads and the double gold PPKs. That was awesome, but yeah, I call it celebration meals because I work hard all week. I have a celebration meal every week. When I first started, because I was transitioning and trying to break out of bad habits, like really bad habits of food, because I got a really unhealthy relationship with food that has affected me pretty much all of my life. I kept away from things like KFC. I kept away from things like McDonald's and that. And I was having mainly like, and this is back when pubs and clubs and restaurants were actually open for business. You could go in there before the pandemic. So it was like January, February kind of area. And we'll go to Penrith Panthers, which is just near me. And we would go there, have this giant Asian feed. It was like a big bowl of rice beef noodles with the pan-fried pork dumplings. I would demolish the entire thing. And every week, I was just consistently losing weight. Then once everything started to shut down because of this whole pandemic, I was like, well, I'm going to go with something more traditional. I'm going to treat myself, have some KFC. And I've lost weight every single week. And if you don't believe me, you can go back and look at every single one of my weigh-ins. Every single one. I have lost weight every week. And I've had KFC for like probably the last 3 solid months. Maybe there was one, like, I think there was like 1 or 2 weekends where I didn't. But yeah, I like KFC. And if I'm going to reward myself for 1 meal a week, going to be that. So yeah, it wasn't really like it wasn't really much of a change for me in terms of alcohol. I know for some people that is a bit of a tougher thing to give up, but for me it really wasn't that bad. Yeah, let's take a look at some of the chats here. I've just actually set up my laptop with two screens. So I got my main screen here that I look at for your comments, but if I'm talking too long, I miss some of the comments, I've got to go to the other screen, and I'm still kind of figuring out like all the subtle nuances of it all. What do we got? What do we got? Need to give these broccoli chips as broccoli chips. I think it was the pea chips. The harvest snaps. They're awesome. They're fantastic. Right, if you get them, harvest snaps. They're very moreish. You got to make sure you keep to those servings because, like, honestly, one bag is 5 serves, and you could eat a bag just like you could eat a bag like a bag of potato chips. You can eat it no, without even thinking about it. I had Red Rooster celebration meal yesterday. Good one. Go on. What did you have from Red Rooster, man? Let us know. The wife had fish and chips. It was brilliant. What will you do if the Zinger shake turns out to be awesome? Who knows? I don't think it will. Like blending up a burger until it becomes a liquid is never really good, but it can work. Trust me. Hey, Jerdman's in the house. Everybody, if you haven't, surely you know who Jerdman is. If you haven't seen Jerdman, he does have a YouTube channel. Check out his YouTube channel, but he's more or less more active a bit on Twitch, where he does all sorts of gaming. He's a very survivalist game kind of guy. Like instead of being like one of those first-person shooter kind of guys that goes and plays COD or Fortnite or anything like that, and it's just like, boom, headshot. I can't. Does anyone remember that from like 12 years ago? Boom, headshot. Yeah, he's more of like the survivalist kind of game. So the game where like it's like you're in space and you need to build like part of the spaceship to get you back home, or you're stuck on an island and you got to like craft stuff, but not Minecraft. Like I thought he would be into Minecraft. I thought Minecraft would be a thing for him, like where he could build something like a giant Bob Ross and slap it all together. But no, yeah. So that's him. Check him out. Jerdman, Twitch, whatever. Andrew Morton says, I haven't been able to get my head around a weekly cheat meal yet in my journey. I'm just scared that everything will start to turn to crap with bad habits, but now I think I'm in the right headspace to start. Exactly right, Andrew. You've got to be in the right headspace because it's so easy for your cheat or your celebration meal, my man. Celebration meal to turn into a celebration day if you're not ready for it. Like, Jerd, he was super strict. He never had a celebration meal. But for some people like me, I kind of need that release. Because if I start craving stuff too much, in previous weight loss journeys, I'll just completely fall off the wagon and there's no coming back. So I allow myself that little indulgence to keep myself mentally there and kind of reset. So reset for the week. It's like, yes, okay, I've had my celebration meal. Got to keep going. I've got to earn the next one. And give it a go. Start small. Like instead of going like full blown like Zinger box or something like that, maybe have like a chicken wrap or something from Red Rooster or something that isn't as bad, and you can kind of transition into it. A lot of guys, they have weak constitutions. They say, I had KFC for the first time and it made me feel sick. I'm just like, come on, boys, come on. I bet you could smash down boxes and buckets and all of that before you got on this journey. So, man up. Postian says, same here, celebration meal done every Friday, kebab, because I have a few beers. And you still have to say, you still have to have a life. So I say, well done. Yeah, exactly right, my man. It's how good is a kebab and a beer? It's so good. I miss those late night kebabs. Like back when I was working hospitality and going out throughout the week, there's this place in Crow's Nest, because I used to work in a pub in North Sydney. It was right next to the cop shop. It was called the Union Hotel. I was a duty manager there, and I had a lot of fun, like, but I had a lot of late night shifts because I wasn't like the senior like the general manager there. I was getting the night shifts. I was getting the closes and such like that. And but because of its location in North Sydney, it wasn't like one of those late night pubs. Generally, like around 12 o'clock, maybe 1 o'clock, you'll be out the door by the time you get done counting all the money and everything. And and you never really had to worry because you're the pub right next to the cop shop. So like, what is someone going to do? They're going to rob you? just knock on the door like, we're being robbed. But anyway, so on the way home, I used to live in St. Ives. There was this kebab shop on the main road, and I can't remember the exact name of it, but like, it's like you go past St. Leonard's. It's like in between St. Leonard's and Crow's Nest. It's on the main road, and they do these kebabs that are absolutely outstanding. They had this chili sauce that they like is the homemade mama's chili sauce, and like it was this authentic chili thing. And like when something is so hot and spicy that there's no heat element under it, but it bubbles. Like this thing is like out of a cartoon. It was it was like bubbling without any sort of heat, without any like provocation. It was just because it was so freaking spicy and hot and like yeah, and they'll just like smear it on. And it was just outstanding. Sorry to get into this, and when everyone's like probably like, geez, Jace Tooney asked what beer am I drinking? Well, I'm drinking a brew called kombucha. 6 calories to the bottle. No beer tonight. Stephen Singh says, I had the Ripper Roll large chips with cheesy nuggets. Yum. I something about the oil at Red Rooster. I can't do it. I feel sick after it. I don't know what they cook their stuff in, but each time if I have a big Red Rooster feed, I really feel sick to the stomach. As in, like, I feel like I'm about to, crap myself. But KFC doesn't do it for me. Jared, man, I've loosened up a little now as maintenance is here. Loving getting loose every now and then. Yeah, exactly right, my man. Exactly right. How was the golf course? I didn't actually watch your stream, Jared, when you're playing golf because it was the middle of the day. I was out doing stuff, but yeah, keen to see. Gary G says, how many points are the Eels going to lose to the Sharks by, bro? Oh, Gary. See, the thing about me is that I'm a massive Eels fan. Like, quite literally massive. Like, have you seen these man boobies? Yeah? I'm a massive Eels fan, but the thing is that I won't hype up a game out of pure superstition. I will not hype it up. So, like, you can take as many shots at me all week if you want, right? You're more than welcome to. I'm going to just keep it down the DL, and then if we beat you, you will not stop hearing from me for the rest of the year. Because we're only playing you once, and once is all we need. So, if you want to play that game, Gary, you're more than welcome to. But, yeah, if you lose, just know. Just know. I'm really super duper superstitious, honestly. It's crazy. Ryan Betson, give me a moment with no one looking alone, and I'll cause that KFC chicken. Oh, I feel sorry for you guys. Like Ryan Betson and I, we often message each other with voice messages, like rapping about stuff and cheat meals and that kind of thing. And I sent him, just one saying, yo, I'm here at the KFC lined up to get chicken and I don't know what to say because I can't rap and I'm not going to make a fool out of myself any longer. And then he's like, yeah, bro, we can't get KFC at the moment. There's a shortage. I'm just like, ooh, ouch. Whilst looking forward to your awesome invitation tomorrow night. Sizzle, what is it? So, yeah, Jace, I'm going to get to your question in a second there. Remel Reyes, why don't you go shirtless? Do you want me to go shirtless, guys? I'm going to put it to a vote. Do you guys want me to go shirtless for the rest of the stream? Because I will if you guys want me to. But here's a little teaser for tomorrow night's Man Talk. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here it is. We got a Zinger burger right here. Oh, look at that. It just looks so beautiful. Got some gravy. So I decided gravy may be the best option for this. because I looked up what to eat when you have a broken jaw, and they said if you're going to do meat, add some sort of gravy or broth or something like that. So I figured gravy. I got some hot water, food processor, and a shaker. So yeah, you guys know that we were alluding to it last week or last fortnight, but it's actually going to happen. It's actually going to happen tomorrow night, guys. So if you want to see a Zinger Burger shake, tune in tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Facebook, the Man Check Facebook page. So I got a yes from Remel Reyes. I need more than one yes. I need more than one yes, people, if to go shirtless for the rest of this stream. I'm sure they'll get me lots of viewers. All right. Oops, wrong button. Sorry, guys. Jerdman says he played really good. Finally getting used to the new body swing. The new body slash swing. Great day for a nice jog walk. Chasing the stupid white ball around. Yeah, man. Do you find you get as much power to the ball? Like, do you get a good power delivery now that you don't have 170 kilos worth of swing behind it? Now that you're like a pissy little 88 kilos, like... Gary G said, I actually thought you'd say that, mate. The doggy scared you boys. Mate, honestly, I was so terrified watching that game today. Honestly, I was terrified. I was just like a bit sort of... W. Cunanan says, go shirtless. Sure. Look, guys, if you want me to go, what's his name? What's that comedian? The one that does the Russian mafia routine. Russian mafia skit. Who is it? Bert Kreischer. That's the one. Kreischer. The machine. The machine. I'll do the machine for you. There we are. The machine! So, this is one thing I never thought I'd ever do in my lifetime of YouTube, is ever go shirtless live. Like, if you were to say to me 7 months ago, so before I started this weight loss journey, before I started my YouTube channel, I'll be here live streaming shirtless to people that I haven't met. Yeah, cool. Look, guys, if you like me being shirtless, there is a little button next to where you type your comments. It has a little $ on it. You're more than welcome to donate to the channel. All the proceeds of your donation via super chats or super stickers kind of goes back into the channel, so I can help get better equipment and do better stuff for you guys. So there's no obligation to do so, but if you want to donate a little bit of cash, you can do so via that super chat or super sticker button, and I will absolutely love you forever. Lloyd and Phil were my very first two people to ever donate to this channel, and you guys hold a special place in my heart, and I love you guys. Will you buy a shirt if we donate? Yeah, I'll buy a shirt. Yeah. Well, look at this. Look at this. All right, so pre-fat guy stuff. I never used to get this line here. Yeah, so like it used to be all like, so I'm starting to get the line, and then ka-chow! I hope they don't pick me up for nudity. Oh, jeez, oh my, oh my, oh my. Just need that Captain's, that Sulu voice, from Star Trek. Family Guy does it really well. I just can't even remember it. Now, this is that time where I'm confused about my screens. I'm trying to find the comment section. There we go. Mark DB says, Ash, I took my Super out for a drive yesterday. Notice how much more comfortable the Recaros are 16 kilos down. Mark DB. Mark Diabeno. Yeah, sorry, I can't remember your last name on the top of my head. He is a fellow Toyota Supra driver. Absolute legend, because he drives a Supra and he's lost 16 kilos. So great job, man. I'm super proud of you. That's one thing I noticed with driving the Supra, because you guys might not know, the handbrake is like literally like at the lowest part like of the center console, and is right next to your leg. When I was at my fattest, my fat leg when I go to change gear, which sometimes kind of kick the handbrake up a little bit, and when the handbrake comes up by like even the littlest bit, so it wouldn't even engage the brake, but it comes up, there's a master warning light, like a big red kind of exclamation mark that shows up in the middle of your dash, and that master warning light only comes on when something generally goes wrong, like when you get like, you know, like you blow your engine, or you blow a tow, or you throw an engine code, or when your door is open. It's a very mysterious, like ambiguous light, and it has. It used to come on for me, and I was like, "Oh, it's my front leg while I'm changing the gears." There you go. So Jerd says he's lost a little bit of power, but I have more consistency now. Slowly eliminating my slice. Don't swing around my guts anymore, mate. I'm the king of slice. They used to call me Kimbo Slice. You know, whenever I play golf, it's like straight to the trees. Postient. I don't know what I'm saying there wrong, man. So we've heard about the cheat celebratory meals once we get a handle. What about when you first started? What are your lows in the journey, and how did you get through those days? That's an awesome question. I was going back up in the chat just a little bit there, guys. Lowest days. Like, when I was fairly early on the journey, I was losing like two and a bit kilos every week. And there was like, I think the first real low I had was, I look back at it now and I'm just like, oh God, I was so silly for thinking that way. I lost 900 grams, so it was less than a kilo in 1 week, and it was like fairly early on. So I was still a heavy dude. I had a lot of weight to lose, and it really affected me mentally. I was just like, oh no, have I hit a plateau already? Because in previous weight loss journeys, I've hit lots of plateaus, like big time, massive plateaus. And it has absolutely thrown me through the loop. Oh, geez. I'll come back to those. Wow. Honestly, guys.
Super chats.
There you go. We got 2 super chats. I'm going to have to play that twice for you guys. Oh my God. Stephen Singh, keep smashing it, inspiring us. Thank you so much, my man. It is absolutely so appreciated. And Dale Smith sends $5.99 as well. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Honestly. What I've been thinking about doing for the people who donate to the super chat, I'm thinking at the end of each video, I'm going to have, like on my daily vlogs, is just have like a thank you for supporting the channel list, and put your names in there. Because honestly, you have no idea how much it means to me. The fact that you guys, donate your hard-earned cash to the channel, it's greatly appreciated. So thank you so much. Okay, so going back a little bit to, where was I? I was talking about lows on journey. So 900 grams. So I lost 900 grams, and because I've been on a lot of weight loss journeys before, I once hit a plateau. I was stuck at 136.3 kilos for, not even a lie here, 7 weeks. And I had a little mini breakdown. I was just like, oh no, like it can't be going down this quickly, because the week before it was 2.5 kilos or whatever. And suddenly 900 grams, I'm thinking, oh shit, here we go again. And it really got me down. But the difference being is that instead of me going into self-destruct mode, I had you guys. I had this channel. And the love and the support and the encouragement that I got from all of you absolutely blew me away, and it kept me going. And this is why I say to anyone out there who struggles with keeping on these journeys, like they've done it, they've started over and over and over and over again, get your voice out there, do a vlog, do something, because when I first started, I was thinking I was going to get trolled. I thought I was going to get trolled big time, like, because being a fat dude, people dismiss you in everyday life. You go anywhere, people dismiss you. You sit next to them on the bus, they hate you. You are always like on the trains, and I can't wait to see this. But in Sydney we got, the trains that you catch to go to work. You got the 3-seater and you got the 2-seater, right? The seats are like, for the two-seater, at my heaviest, if I was in that, the other person, they wouldn't be like, like this, kind of like completely jammed in, but they wouldn't have like a gap between them and me. Like I'll be touching their leg, or my leg will be touching theirs. And people, personal space people they don't like that. But I was always left with no one sitting next to me. Even on a three-seater, people would avoid sitting on the three-seater because they knew they had one fat guy on there. So if the second fat guy on there or a medium person got on there, then they'll have no room. They'll be like, like really tied up and everything like that. So, oh wow, Gary G, thank you, my man. Dude, that's fantastic. Thank you so much. Gary G sent $10. You guys are honestly the best subscribers in the world. Honestly, and like I said before, Gary, every time I've spoken to you, you have absolutely been nothing but inspirational. I'm going to put your name at the end of the video, so thank you, my man. Domo arigato. Thank you so much. You are absolutely amazing. And yeah, so when you're like, and that kind of experience of being on the train and being always left alone, I'm keen to see whether people treat me differently now that I've lost 41 kilos. Like once trains and life kind of reverts back to some normality, if I keep going and I've lost like 50 or 60 kilos and I'm on the train, whether people will sit down straight next to me. But generally when you're out doing something or buying something from the shops or going shopping from anything or talking to someone in general conversation, people treat you differently if you are overweight. And if you are a big dude, they treat you very differently. And that's what I expected from YouTube. I expected YouTube to just treat me like everyone else who doesn't know me, everyone else who wouldn't give me the time of day in life, treat me like a piece of shit. Because I've seen a lot of people trolled. I've seen a lot of people, like, overweight people that have had channels get absolutely trolled relentlessly. And I expected that, but that didn't happen. And then having this channel and all the support from you guys, it kept me going. And honestly, if people are hitting walls and they just can't do it, put it out there. Put it out there to your friends and family. Build a support network. Because I honestly believe that even though the Manshake makes it easy enough to kind of get there and do it, I don't think I would still be here at this point and done as well as I have. Maybe I would have lost 20 kilos or maybe 30 if I didn't have this channel. And for that, I thank you. And Mark, thank you, my man. Got another one. Thank you so much, dude. Absolutely amazing. I honestly, guys, wow. Thank you, guys. It absolutely means the world. Absolutely means the world. You have no idea because the amount of work that I put into this channel, and I love doing it. I absolutely love it. But I love the fact that you guys feel strongly enough to give me a little bit of cash. It's awesome. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Won't get caught up to it. But thank you, Mark. You absolute legend, and I'm so happy about your weight loss, dude. I keep saying it. Everyone, Desert Legends, and I've done it again. I went to click on the chat window because I've talked too long. I've missed some chats. Jace Tooney asked, any low-calorie beers that you can recommend? There's only 3 that I really can recommend. Pure Blonde is my go-to. Peroni Leggera, and which is all very nice, but it's a bit more upper class. But I haven't tried this other one because it's too damn expensive and I can't get it anywhere out here. Burley Big Heads or something like that has nothing in it. But Pure Blonde for me is the easiest one to go for. There is Cascade Blonde, didn't like it. Pure Blonde is the way to go. A little bird told me that you've been making something for the Man Talk tomorrow night. Yes, Lloyd, thank you very much for bringing that up. Man, I've gone way too far back. I will mention that to Lloyd, Lloyd's thing here. There's also, guys, make sure you come to the Man Talk tomorrow night because not only am I going to make a Zinger Burger shake live on air and eat it, drink it, we are going to be doing giveaways tomorrow night. And did he say giveaways with an S? I'm pretty sure he did. Giveaways. and we have a new method of drawing the prize and everything like that. It's gonna be awesome. You will know whether you have won within like the first minute or two. So, well, not the first minute or two of the stream, but like, we will, do the process. We will draw, and then we will do something, and then you'll figure out what prize you've won, and you'll get found out then and there. You'll find out then and there, and we're doing more than one during the stream. So, yeah, please check it out tomorrow night. Facebook the Facebook Manshake page, Man Talk giveaways with an S, and big giveaways too. It's I don't know how more I can spruik this. Honestly, it's I don't know how, but yes, absolutely, come on by. Giveaways, people, giveaways. Going back and looking at these ones, W. Kinanan says, "You look good with that." Thank you. I like I actually feel good. I feel okay doing this, topless. Like, I feel a bit sort of like that. But I can never say his last name. The machine. Like, I feel good, and yeah, it's confidence, I guess. I never would have done this like 7 months ago, ever would have done this. I should have done Phil Brown in the house. How you doing, man? Sorry I missed your comment a little earlier. I was talking a bit too much. You should have done Baywatch theme music for Ash's opening when he presents shirtless. I love it. What the hell? Andrew Hall logged on and he says, "I'm topless. Please explain." I got dared to go topless, Andrew, and here we are. Here we are. It is weird wearing a cap while topless. I do feel like when I do feel like that, yeah, I feel like a bit of a gangster. The hat, being topless. Because if I didn't have the hat, I'd just look a bit nude. Oh, and how sharp is that haircut, guys? Honestly, ooh, wrong way. Look at that line. Oh, how good is going to the barber? Like the whole day, you just feel amazing. Like, you just feel so fresh and so clean. Ain't nobody, don't ask me, I'm just so fresh, so clean. Chase Tooney, sorry if I missed your response. Any low-calorie beers you can recommend? Oh, yeah. Currently sitting at 86 kilos, down from 117. Wow! Congratulations, Chase Tooney! That's awesome. 86 down from 117. That's how many? That is 107. That's like 31 kilos. That's for a donkulous. How long have you been going? That's fantastic. Great job. Yeah, man. Low-calorie beers. Pure Blonde. Love it. Phil Brown already filled you in by the look of it. Hard and Super Dry. Burly Big Heads. There you go. Yeah, there's a few good ones there. Cody B says, a Mancheck website says Pure Blonde is the best full-strength bet. Yeah, exactly right. Hard and Super Dry, I don't really love anymore. Yeah. Shit. Phil Brown's comment. Postian, thanks. 12K in 2 months. This feeling is starting to stagnate, but keep up the inspiration helps. Yeah, man. Look, you can power through it, because there's a lot of times that you will it will go down. And like, I look back now and I think 900 gram loss, and I was getting upset by it, and I never really closed off that thought. I do apologize. I got wrapped up with super chats. I feel stupid. I feel like a right royal dick. Like, looking back and going, oh, I only lost 900 grams in a week, and I was getting upset by it. I feel like a bit of a jerk, because I know that there's people out there that would wish that they could lose that. So I was a little bit self-absorbed then, I feel. Says the guy sitting topless doing a live stream on his own personal blog. But now, like, I mean, if I lost 900 grams now a week, I'm stoked. I lost 1 kilo last week, and I was wrapped. Absolutely wrapped. I don't expect that figure this week. I really don't. But yeah, that would be one of the low points of my weight loss journey. Other than that, there haven't really been any. Honestly, like, this weight loss journey has been really good to me. And that's because I've had, like, I think the low point for me would be work. I honestly am just not enjoying work at the moment. You know, I have such this great time doing what I'm doing, but like, you know, like doing what I'm doing in terms of the vlog and all of you guys and everything like that. But for work, I work in finance, you know, so I work in, you know, and right now during this whole pandemic, everything's a nightmare. The Royal Commission as well, on top of that, you know, it's just turned everything into a bit of a nightmare at the moment. So I'm just kind of gritting my teeth through that. But other than that, there's no real low points. It's all been pretty high. It's all been really good. And I have all you guys to thank for that. Gary G says, same back at you, bro. Thanks for the support. Motivation means the world. Truly grateful. Yeah, man. Well deserved, Ash. You're giving so much to the guys on here. It's great to see you get something back for your hard work. Thank you, Lloyd. Like, honestly, I don't do this for the money. And like, I never have. I did it to lose weight. And it's honestly, it's how I'm doing it. Ryan Betson, giveaways, yeah. Man, this ain't right, giveaway. If I had giveaway written here on my chest, it would have been just the most amazing thing. You would have been like, what? There's a giveaway? Is he giving away his body? Nip shot. Just keep those nips out of frame. I don't want it to be picked up as like an actual boob and then... My Mrs. Angie Last says, you have me giveaways. Can't wait to tune in tomorrow. Well, yeah, of course you'll tune in because I'm your mister. Phil Brown, again, Ash, I've had to put sunglasses on you. Sun baking under the house. Ha, 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 ha. I know I'm white. With one of my goals, I'll be happy just to whip my shirt off. It's generally motivating to see you have the confidence to do it. There you go. Ryan, you'll do it. You'll do it one day. Well, I don't know what the pop culturist is like and whether they would allow it. All right. Phil Brown says, Curiosity Ash. That sounds like a weird name. A weird book. Curiosity Ash. One of your previous chats, maybe a vlog, you mentioned pre-diabetes. Do you know much about it? Is it common amongst our TMS crew? That's an awesome question. Thank you for asking. Right here. Right. If I can get my finger to go the right way. There. So you see on that piece of paper, that little kind of graph that I'm pointing to, it's like a semicircle kind of thing. It kind of shows where I was. So when I went to, can I get a tattoo of it? No. So I had some surgery last year. I had surgery in November last year. Pretty much my nose and sinuses were effed. Like, I couldn't breathe through one nostril at all. I was getting sinus infections a lot. Like, I had like 5 or 6 times in the year, and it was like hard pressure to the point where it felt like my eye was gonna pop out of its socket. I snored like a freight train. If a freight train could snore, I snored like it and an elephant seal mixed with a blue whale. And blue whale sleep apnea and no CPAP machine. And my missus was at me. She was like, you got to see a doctor about this. So I eventually saw a specialist, and he took one look at my nose, and he looked at me before he looked at my nose, and he could see it in my breathing. He goes, yeah, there's something going on up there. He looked up my nose, and he was up there for like, you know, a little bit with this like camera, like borescope kind of thing. And he's like, man, your nose is all kind of messed up. And so we set a date to operate and everything like that. And I just was so fat and unhealthy and all of that. So I went in for surgery, and when you're fat like that, apparently what they do is they take some of your blood and they test it for diabetes, I believe. So they tested my blood, and here I am, just fat as anything. That's when I looked down at the scale, saw 160.7. That was the last time I weighed myself until like a few weeks into my weight loss journey. I was like, oh, I need to do something about this. But I had a freshly operated on nose that had drilled, hammered. It was like literally like just destroyed, and I couldn't breathe, and I had to recover. And I went back to the doctor, like my specialist, about 2 or 3 weeks after. And he's like, all right, so what we're going to do is we're going to pull out these little stents. They're like these hard plastic pieces holding my nose in place. Pulls them out. Suddenly, I could breathe. Like, suddenly I could smell and everything like that. And though it still really hurt because my nose is still mending from being broken and that, it was just all kind of messed up. But like maybe a week later, I'm still at home, not working because this is before COVID. So everything was at the office, and I got told that no, I shouldn't travel on the train, do all that kind of stuff. Then I started to get a nosebleed one day, and I was like, oh, that's pretty normal, like because I'd be wearing these like gauze wraps under my nose, and but this one wouldn't stop. It was just like I filled up a gauze wrap really quickly, and I took it off, and it was like drip, 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 drip. I'm like, huh, this isn't good. So I called up the doctor's office, and then they're like, look, do what you can to try to make it stop, put your head down and all that kind of stuff. Didn't stop. Half an hour went by, it's still bleeding. And I was like, okay, this isn't good. And it started to clot, and I could feel it started to go back down my throat. And I was starting to get a bit worried because it'd been a lot of blood. Like there was a pile of tissues on the table. So I called, and my missus was at work. So she was nowhere to be found, like nowhere nearby. So I was like, okay, I better call 000, because this is a lot of blood. And they came, and they put the cold compress on the back of my head, tried to get it to stop, didn't stop. So I had to be carted off to hospital. And a funny story about my neighbour, which I'll tell you maybe a bit later, but during this whole sequence. But get carted off to hospital, had these giant bloody, like they looked like strawberries hanging out of my nose because there was the clots, like the blood would clot, and like more blood was pushing behind it. I just constantly, I was starting to feel sick because I felt like just blood going down the back of my throat the entire time. And I eventually got, it was a bilateral fess and septal reconstruction. That's what I had. But I got taken off to, I'm equal distance from two hospitals. One that has ear, nose, throat specialist, and the other that doesn't. And these dumbass paramedics are just like, well, we're at the one with the ear, nose, throat specialist earlier today, and they were really busy. So we'll just take you to the other one. And then I got taken to this hospital that don't freaking have an ear, nose, throat specialist. So I got saw by, like, eventually after speaking to, like, residency, first year resident, and then speaking to the actual doctor. Like, not the, I don't mean to say that the actual doctor, I mean, she was trying her best, but she had no idea, like, what to do. The doctor, upon advice from the throat specialist, he got this like giant inflatable tampon kind of thing. He sucked out probably about that, maybe about a Coke can's worth of blood out of my sinus, and then he shoved this giant tampon thing, and it literally went, felt like it was touching the bottom of my brain. And then he inflated it, and it was just like, my nose was still broken at the time, so it was just like agony. And they eventually got clearance to load me up into another ambulance and take me to the hospital that did have the ear, nose, throat specialist. They said, he'll be there waiting for you. He'll see you then and there and see what's going on, right? So they loaded me up in the ambulance, and they got permission to do full lights and sirens. Like, I was going down the motorway at, like, what was it? About 150 kilometers an hour. Lights and sirens in an ambulance. Like, it was considered to be an emergency, and I'm just like here, just like, they're like asking you, are you okay? Are you feeling sick? I'm like, no, you've given me something to, not make me nauseous, but my face is killing me. And anyway, so I get to this hospital that is jam-packed. So actually, they didn't take me to the one that's closest to my house. They took me further away from my house to another hospital that had the throat specialist. Sorry, I got confused. But that hospital, Westmead, was packed. It was like Friday night, and it was packed. And I had this nosebleed since like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Anyway, so I had to sit in the waiting room, blood down my face, tampon up my nose. They really couldn't give me much for the pain. And I eventually got admitted. They got told that the ear, nose, throat specialist went home before I got there, and it was just an absolute nightmare. And I was there for like 2 or 3 days after the fact. And anyway, so from my second visit, they also took a sample of my blood and tested it for, diabetes, right? They checked my blood sugar levels and all that. So after everything happened, I got discharged. Everything turned out being okay. I had to have that thing up my nose for about 3 or 4 days, and then they eventually deflated it and pulled it out and went all good. And I got a letter in the mail, this letter here. And if I can get my finger to work, that one, that letter, that letter there. I got that in the mail literally the day I started my weight loss journey. And what it said hi, we just, we're sending you this letter because you were admitted to hospital on 2 different occasions and so, and we tested your blood on both days, and we saw that you had an elevated sugar level, which is very much in the realm. Like, it was at a certain point where you are pretty much in pre-diabetes. You are like a pre-diabetic, and if you keep going on this track, you're going to be full-blown diabetes. And we recommend you go see a doctor and get that checked. And it was sent on the 12th of December, but I didn't receive it until like the day I started my weight loss journey in January. And I was like, oh, if that's not motivation or divine intervention saying you lose weight or this is what you're going to, I don't know what is. So I haven't seen the doctor, to be completely honest, and I plan on seeing them very soon to get my blood tested. But I thought I'm going to nip this in the bud. And what has me really concerned is that, well, what had me concerned at the time is that I had that full month of recovery, and that included Christmas, and I ate shit. Like, shit. I probably, like, when I started my weight loss journey, I reckon I was closer to maybe 170 kilos than what I was 160.7. I only say that I started 160.7 because that is literally the last time I stood on the scales. So I didn't actually weigh myself for the first time until I think it was 2 or 3 weeks into my weight loss journey, which I think is stupid. I wish I weighed myself at the very beginning. It would have been smarter to do. But wow, sorry I got really on a tangent there, guys. The test of blood to determine level of glucose. If you're excessive, then yeah, you don't have enough insulin to break it down. Exactly right. Sorry to get a bit of a tangent there. I think I've killed the chat. Is anyone still there? Please. I hope you're all still there. But yeah, other than that, Postian says that he's got the same thing, deviated septum. Yeah, I had deviated septum. I had all sorts of stuff going on there, and I'm happy that they got it all fixed. Dale Smith says he's doing a diabetes test on Tuesday. Should be okay, I hope. Can you let me know how it goes? Because I need to do that as well. I honestly need to do that. I need to go and do that. And the second part of your question, Phil, there was, do you think it's common? Yes. From comments I've seen from people on the Man Shake Men page, a lot of them are just like, hey, yeah, I'm pretty close to diabetes, and it's pretty full on. Hey, how you doing? David Johnson, how you doing? Well, just calling in from Grafton, New South Wales. Where are you usually at, David? I honestly don't know. What level of exercise am I doing during my journey? So when I first started, I had to start walking. So because I work a desk job, and my routine at work, at the office and that, I would only get about just moving the chair around, getting a sweaty back because I'm not wearing a shirt. I had to. I would only get about maybe 3,000 to 4,000 steps a day. And I was like, okay, well, I'll go out for a walk at lunch and get my steps up to about 6,000. And that's pretty much all I did for a long time, just getting 6,000 steps a day. I did do some swimming early on when before the gyms closed the first time around. I was going to what is it? the local gym that has a 50-meter lap pool and doing about 10 laps there, maybe 3 times a week. But then once the gym shut, I wasn't really doing anything. I did start maybe about a month and a half ago doing some Diamond Dallas Page yoga. You can see it back on my videos. But I only did that maybe a few times a week, if that, because I was struggling just to get a yoga mat. And then I did the man challenge most recently. So I started that in June, end of June, July, and did that for a month. So that was like 10-minute workouts ranging from like HIIT training, high intensity interval training, to yoga, Pilates, what is it? Mobility workouts and all that kind of stuff. And I was getting my steps up to about 8 to 10,000 steps a day. So right now I have a goal sheet right there. I can point to that one. Well, it's just this one. There you go. Look at that. I figured it out. I have a list of short and long-term goals here. And my most recent short-term goal is at least average 8,000 steps a day over the course of a week. So every week. Yeah. Gary G, see you later, man. Good seeing you. I hope you're doing well. Up, Gaz. Oh, Cronulla. Gary, so yeah, mate, if you want to stir me up over the Parramatta Eels and Sharks game this week, you're more than welcome to do so. But I'm going to keep it on the DL, because if we lose, we lose, and you'll be the better team on the day, or all of our players will get shot by snipers. David Johnson says he's usually in Beverly Hills. Oh, okay, that makes sense. What are you doing up in Grafton? David Johnson says, yeah, what's with the naked fat guys? I'm not completely naked. I am wearing pants. One of the guys who's fairly new, I haven't seen him in the stream before, he said, why don't I do this shirtless? I'm like, okay. I said, does anyone else second this? And then pretty much one person did. I'm like, all right then. So I took off my shirt and here we are. And I've just learnt that Lloyd shared this, the link to this on the Manshake Men Facebook page. So there may be people coming here for the first time that haven't been on the stream before and are looking at, why is he shirtless? Like, welcome to Up Late with That Fat Guy. Tonight I am hiding a banana, and later we'll find out where. Giggity giggity, giggity goo. Just think like that. Hey Angela, turn on the AC in the bedroom. You had to speak up. I'm wearing a towel. Honestly, my absolute favorite Simpson. One of my favorite Simpson lines. That one. I've used that before. Here to see my old mum. Never know how long she's got. Oh, I'm sorry to hear, man. Is she doing all right? Like, does sound like she is. Sorry to hear. Yeah. Does anyone else have any like cool questions for me? Like, I know I went off on a bit of a tangent there, but like, it doesn't have to be about weight loss. Ask me absolutely anything under the sun. If you want to ask me what my bra size is, it's I would say a 38B cup. I don't know. I have bigger titties than you do. I got more chins than a Chinese phone book. Delicate zone. I don't know what we're laughing at. Yeah. Nice move. Yeah, exactly right. So if you are new to the stream and you haven't been here before, right, welcome to the channel. Please click that subscribe button, give us a like, throw us a comment, say hello. Let your presence be known, because honestly, subscribing and just showing me a little like and a comment here and there just means the absolute world to me. So thank you. Gary G says, if I can do 10 steps a day, you can do more than that if I can. Gary, mate, how many of those steps are actual done by your crutch? Oh, I'm sorry. Gary, but you are a relentless workout machine. If you all don't know Gary G, I did a fat chat with him a couple weeks ago, and he pretty much got folded in two by a tree that landed on top of him, and he posts every single day on the Manshake Men page about what he's eaten and the fact that he's gone out for a morning walk. And honestly, that for a lot of people, that'll be very inspirational, myself included. It's like, if this guy's out there with a leg that barely moves and he's out there walking, then why am I sitting here with like Dorito crumbs in my beard, not doing anything? Not that I eat Doritos, but that's the fattest thing I can think of saying. um, David, yeah, I'm sorry to hear that she's so, man. I hope, I hope, for your sake and her sake, she, turns a corner soon. Yeah, man, began to do the man check for a while. Did it make you constipated? Sometimes felt like giving, yeah, the best of brick. I remember you saying that fairly early on. The best of brick. Yeah. I did get constipated for a little bit, but actually I've been okay in terms of my general like movements because I drink coffee like at 9, like pretty much if I have my coffee you can time it. If I'm away from my desk between maybe 9:30 or around 10 o'clock for like 10-15 minutes, you can 9 to 1, like 99% out of 100 I'm on the loo doing my morning pass. But I'm pretty regular at the moment, and it's really good stuff. But then I can tell, like if I've had the KFC feed, that usually takes about maybe a day and a half. So maybe like this afternoon, it was just a bit of a different kind of mess, I guess you could call it. Mess. Oh, jeez. What am I looking for? I'm looking for the. There we go. There we go. Okay. Ryan Betson, don't push it with the constipation. You'll damage yourself. Yeah, you would know, my man. Still waiting for Gary to sneak me out of Vic. Gary, I'm still waiting for you to write a book of all your meals, because you're giving a Lloyd for a run for his money with the amount of good feeds that you're making up, man. It's looking bloody good stuff. Any other questions for me at all, people? Hit me. But yeah, I want to ask you guys as well. I wanted to ask you guys something, right? At any stage in your life, have you not partaken, partook? Have you never taken part of an activity or something where you didn't do it purely based on your weight? Purely the fact that you didn't feel that you could do it because of your weight, or you felt like you'll be ostracized because of your weight. And pretty much like anything involving heights, I didn't do. Like I had the opportunity to do some abseiling, and I'm talking like just basic abseiling, like 3 meters, like just to, feel it out and everything like that. I got in the straps and everything like that. But I'm in my own head thinking, God, I'm a heavy dude. These straps won't hold. Like honestly, and I didn't do it, and I regretted doing it. And things like when I was school camp, it was like this, I think that's when I was maybe 14, 15 or something like that. And there was this like high wire, like ropes kind of course at this camp, and it looked like a lot of fun. I don't do well with heights, but I was more concerned that I was too heavy to do it, even though those things can hold like 150, 200 kilos, and I was probably at best maybe like 80 or 90 at the time. But I was had such poor self-image of myself. I thought that I was like the heaviest guy ever, and that like no amount of harnessing could hold me, and I didn't partake in that kind of stuff. Going on some rides and roller coasters I didn't do because I was afraid that I would be launched. Like it was like too heavy, the bolt will shear, and then Kim, tonight we read you an unfortunate story where a fat guy was actually launched across the Easter show today. He was riding on a roller coaster that detached from the rails, and he landed in the whipping arena. And the person that was whipping at the time thought he was a cow, so he just kept whipping him. But yeah, like there's a lot of instances, and swimming as well wasn't a big one. Was a big one. I've never done rock climbing in my life. I saw rock climbing somewhere there. Never did that because I thought no way. Donate for no pants. If someone were to donate, no, I'm not even going to do that. No, I'm not even going to suggest that because no, I don't want to make it look like I'm whoring myself out. David Johnson. No. Next one. Sorry. No. Rock climbing with friends. Cody B says, yeah, exactly right. Dale Smith says definitely swimming. Steven Singh says swimming with dancing with friends. Yeah, dancing was a big one for me as well. Like going out to clubs and that. Even though like when I was 18, 19, I like when early on in hospitality, I actually lost a lot of weight because I was on my feet like all day. I actually lost a bit of weight and I was feeling pretty good about myself. So I built up a bit of confidence on the dance floor. And then when I got super fat, I just didn't care. Honestly, I didn't care anymore about that. And people like get really jazzed. Like if there's a fat guy on the dance floor, people like, I'm just like, I'm fat, let's party. And they love it. They just love it. And then you get on the dance floor, you look like Kevin James from Hitch, you know, just like full like... No making the pizza. They've got food there. They don't need to eat. I was full Kevin James. That's the actor I most associate myself with. Like, and I was like King of Queens. I was like, man, if he can get a hot wife, maybe I can too one day. There's always that like like, you know, like totally like off ratio kind of coupling that they got there. Swimming or dancing with friends? Yes, swimming. Never took my shirt off while swimming. Never took my shirt off on YouTube before. Live. Here we go. David Johnson says, I used to fly airplanes and no worries about being at 10,000 feet high. But put me on the ladder on the fourth rung and I'm history. Man, it is just like that, isn't it? Honestly, if I get up on the ladder, heavy bloke on the ladder, I look at that load rating, I'm just like, ooh. You know, like even now, like I'm 119. It's like load rating 120. It's like, oh, don't know how big was my breakfast. Mitch McLeod says, "How you doing, man? Good seeing you, dude. Thank you very much for coming to the live stream. Really want to get back in skydiving, but did not because of my weight. I will now. Good on you, man. Brian says, gonna bounce. Join my friends online wrestling match. Watch along. Try to forget the world's broken. Ryan, you have a good night, man. Thank you very much for stopping by. You're an absolute dead set legend, and I love you. There's nothing you can do about it, so thank you so much." Mitchell Cloud says, and I wanted to skate out as a defenseman again, but did not until I lost more than 60 pounds. We'll be doing so later. So tonight, I was a paratrooper and a demonstration parachute in my younger days. I missed. Oh no. That's no good, Mitch. That really held you back, didn't it? Wow, that's heavy. I've actually done parasailing. When I was, I went on a Kentucky trip back when I was 21, and I was all right. Like I was pretty fit at the time, and we had an opportunity in Austria to do some parasailing, and it was where you literally just would run off a 600-meter high cliff and just hope this like chute opens up above you and just it takes you down. It was the scariest moment of my life. Honestly, I cannot describe how scared I was. Terrified, absolutely terrified. Because even then I thought I was heavy. I had that mental image of me as a kid, you know, like I'm the heaviest dude ever. But they didn't seem worried about it, so I was like, yeah. Yeah, let's go, yeah. That Man Shake Craft Beer guy, I love King of Queens. Yeah, it was a good show. It's a shame that Ben Stiller's dad died. Why is his name like Jerry? Why is his name escaping me? It's whenever I do a live stream, I can't think of celebrities' names. Yeah, it's terrifying. It's a shame that he died. He was absolutely just a legend. Serenity Now. That was from No, was that? What was that from? Serenity Now. That was from Seinfeld, wasn't it? Seinfeld, yeah. Anyway, Postien, what snacks did you look at? Okay. What snacks and did you look at the labels, i.e. sodium, carb, sugars? Yes. So Jerry's, yeah, it was Jerry. Thank you very much. I thought I was going crazy there. So snacks. I mainly have the man bars that you get from the Mancheck website, because I would buy just the month's supply, like weight loss pack, and I found that the man bars worked really well because it was like they're full of protein as well. They really stave off the hunger. I use those. Other than that, just apples, bananas, mixed like just nuts. If I'm out and about and I need something to eat, geez, what I have, Harvest Snaps are really good, but you gotta like really portion it out. So you can only have like maybe about 1/5 or 2/5 of the packet, before it starts getting to be erring on the side of not a good choice. Other than that, there are other things that you can do which are healthy. Eggs, like boiled eggs, I used to have them a lot. Mrs. hated it because I just fart like no tomorrow. Not that I don't fart already on the man shake or the man bars, but yeah. I do look at sodium, carbs, and sugars. I generally try to keep it as low as possible. I'm much more conscious of that now, buying a lot more like organic stuff than what I would used to before, like things like your pasta sauces and things of that nature. Just looking at more healthier options than just your standard go-to one that's full of sugar and sodium and that. So, David Johnson, have you ever considered doing martial arts like judo, taekwondo, karate? I used to do taekwondo when I was a kid. Used to do taekwondo when I was a kid, and had a bit of fun doing it. I don't know. I got to, what was it? Like brown belt, I think it was, or brown tip, which was like the one before black belt, and then I just kind of gave it up. Taekwondo is it was good for teaching you. You're teaching you the discipline, but in terms of using in everyday scenarios, don't really use it that much. Can't really adapt it. Like if I were to take up some sort of mixed martial arts, I don't know. I've thought about it. My missus did karate for a while recently, but yeah, I like boxing, but yeah, I just don't have the stamina for it. I got to work that up. Mitchell Cloud says, and the hockey thing was the fat goaltender, a lot, even at 247 pounds. Yeah, that's you were the fat goalkeeper, were you? I never played hockey. Hockey is not, believe it or not, hockey is not a big thing here in Australia. You've got field hockey, which I could imagine would be very different to ice hockey. But field hockey, yeah, is completely different. That's more of in Australia at least, it's more of a female-driven sport, I find. Mitch Class says, I had to box when I first got in the army, would like to try it again. Yeah, boxing's fun. Boxing's fun. Get to lay into a bag here and there. But yeah. Guys, if you are on this stream, just please, there's a little button at the top there. It's a like button. Please smash that. Oh, wrong button. Sorry, guys. I pressed the wrong button. I was trying to press this one. Just as a reminder, hit that like button if you haven't already subscribed. And yeah, hit that little bell icon as well. Hockey 1, Hockey 2, Hockey out. But otherwise, guys, it's getting on nearly 8:30 here at the night. So I'll start wrapping it up very shortly. Does anyone have anything else that they want to talk about? Any questions, queries, dramas, issues, anything they want to know about me? Whether it be weight loss or not, just feel free to call it out. Call it out, people. After the 30-day challenge, can you still access the training sessions? What would you like? Would you like to get stuck into that again? You can access the page, but they don't. I don't believe they have the full 30-day sessions anymore. The thing is that and I wanted to actually I actually submitted it as feedback because they sent me an email saying, "Oh, tell us what your thoughts are of the man challenge and all that." And I did, and I was like, "Look, it was great. I had a lot of fun doing it." The only issue is that the night at 12:01 Monday morning, as soon as the man challenge was over, lost everything. So you didn't have the ability to update. Like if you, because I'm bad at updating as I go. I did the exercises, but like updating all the meals and what I've had and everything like that, updating my weight at the end of it. I would have liked to have had an extra few days just to like review it all and like kind of take it all in. But like the moment it was done, it was like gone. You can go to the Man Challenge website, from my understanding. Hold on. I'm telling fibs. I actually just spotted a button. You actually can go back. What do you know? I'm absolutely telling fibs. You can actually go back and I'll turn down the brightness on my screen. There you go. You can go back and look at the challenges and do them. Maybe do them again. I don't know. But yeah, you can certainly go back and look at them. It's what do we got here? We got the Hit Fit. That one absolutely killed me. Let's take a look at that one. Yeah, you can still view the videos and everything. So yeah, maybe we'll just do it again. Might just do that, because that was good. I enjoyed that. Dale Smith says, "See you later, man. Have a good night." Yeah, man. Well, thank you very much for stopping by. You have been absolute huge support, and thank you very much. Let me just double check here. Thank you very much for your donation. Thank you so much. The little hippo. Oh, appreciate it. David Johnston says, "I'll come over one day. We'll have a beer with you." Yeah, absolutely. I want to organise like a kind of catch up for the Manshake men, like in the Sydney kind of New South Walesy area. Once COVID kind of finishes, Jerd, Tim, myself, Lloyd, if you can get out of Victoria, would like to have some sort of catch up kind of thing and meet you all and meet everyone and talk stuff, have some shakes and exchange stories. There's absolutely one thing I want to do. So, but yeah, that being said, happy to have a beer with you anytime. Phil Brown, after 30 days, sorry if you said that. The Manshake Victoria, we are stuck. Yeah, Victoria, you are just stuck. We spoke about it at the beginning. We're just like, oh, geez, everything. You're going back into the next level of lockdown, and it's just full on. So if you're in Victoria, play it safe. Wear your mask. Be careful. You don't want to. How about those two girls that went up into Queensland? Like they didn't self-isolate, and then they went around to thousands of people. Then they got fined $4,000. It's ridiculous. Like, honestly, can you believe that? Like, they exposed the state to like a life-threatening illness, right? Spread it as well, and they only got fined $4,000. They should be doing jail time. 100% jail time. Yeah, it's absolute nightmare. Jace Tooney, absolutely keen for a catch up post COVID, 100%. And I promise you, I'll be wearing a shirt. I'll be wearing a shirt that time. Yeah, just you can imagine just us sitting around just drinking shakes. It's just like, hey guys, I brought us a bag we can crack open instead of like a case of beer. Just come up with like like I think a birthday cake under your arm. Oh, fresh bag. Oh, boys, get in on it. First round's on me, boys. Phil Brown says, Man Challenge sounds good. I'm out, folks. Going to watch the blanket show. All right. Well, thank you very much, Phil. Thanks very much for stopping by. Really do appreciate your time. And once again, thank you for your super chat the other day. It was absolutely so appreciated. So, yeah. And people flaunt the rules. Yeah, they should get a slap on the wrist. It's absolutely nothing. They should be doing like jail time. If someone dies from it, like, you got to wonder. Not as keen now as I know you won't. I didn't say anything about pants. Yeah? Pants is the most important one. Who knows? Who knows? Well, usually at this time, I'll be getting a few people in from the United States. Haven't really seen any of them. I've got Mitch. Mitchy's come in, but yeah, a few of the regulars haven't actually come in tonight. And I was like going to say, oh, what are they going to say? What are they going to think? He's there shirtless. up late. Hey, Brandon Hawkins, how you doing, mate? Good seeing you. Welcome. You're coming in late, brother. You doing all right tonight? Did you is Jerd streaming? Is that what's going on? How's your night going, man? Have you had a good weekend? Brandon Hawkins, for all those who don't know, he's also on the weight loss. He's also on a weight loss journey. Having a tough time with his back. Hope it it gets better for you soon. And yeah, I was just starting to wrap up, my man. So yeah, let us know how you're doing before I do. Oh, and just a reminder, guys. This tomorrow night on the Man Talk, so that will be at 7 p.m. on the Facebook page.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here it is.
Going to be making a zinger shake
right here. Oh, look at that! It just looks so beautiful. Got some gravy, so I decided gravy may be the best option for this. Because I looked up what to eat when you have a broken jaw, and they said if you're going to do meat, add some sort of gravy or broth or something like that. So I think gravy. I got some hot water, food processor, and a shaker. So
yeah, that's happening tomorrow night. It is actually going to happen. I'm going to be making a zinger shake, and I will be consuming it. All right, so stop by for that. And also tomorrow night on the Man Shake Facebook page, we are doing giveaways with an S. Yeah, there's going to be giveaways, the whole new method of us giving it away. It's I'm super excited by it. I put a lot of effort into it, and it's going to be awesome. So stick around, and it's not going to be like you say something at the start, you get it at the end. You're going to find out whether you're the winner within like the first minute of the giveaway. So and giveaways with an S. It's going to be massive. So stop by tomorrow night. Manshake Facebook page, 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Going live. Mitchell Cloud, I published before and after pics online in a couple of FB pages I belong to, including one out of Montreal, and the response was like, wow. For the longest time, I hated having my pic taken, but no more. Bad back here too. Yeah, Mitch, it's amazing how much your mentality can change around that. I never thought I'd be here shirtless on YouTube, ever. Like it's a bit weird. It's a bit surreal for me. Never thought I'd do it. Brandon Hawkins, Jersey streaming and us just cooking dinner. What's for dinner tonight, my man? That Man Shake craft beer guy caught the first one today. The Man Talk. Yeah, check it out. Man Talk tomorrow night. You should watch it, man. Stephen Singh says, have a great week. Gonna go over notes and get ready for another week of work. All right, my man. You have a good night. Looks like everyone's wrapping up. So, everybody, we might call this a night here, ladies and gentlemen. Pizziola. Love it. Mwah. But, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for stopping by. I want to give a super special shout out to Dale Smith, Stephen Singh, Gary G, and Mark DB. All donated some of their own hard-earned cash via super chats and super stickers. Absolutely love you guys for doing that, so thank you so much. Anyone who does donate, I'll be putting your names on the end of each one of my daily vlog videos, where it comes up says That Fat Guy. I'll be putting a special thanks to you guys. So you guys are absolutely amazing, and I love you all. There's absolutely nothing that you can do about it. Have a good night, everybody. Stay safe and keep away from that COVID crap, yeah? All right? But, yeah, I love you all. There's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Bye.